there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. Today I have a fun holiday gift idea for you. You don't need to be an artist to be able to paint this, and it is inspired by one of my new sponsors, Uproot wines. You can find them online at www.drinkuproot.com, and I have a coupon for you. If you use the code FRUGAL, you can get 15% off your order through December 31st, so check that out. Well, what really inspired me was the label. Now this is what I'm going to show you how to paint today. It's super duper easy, and coming up very soon I'll show you how to do the wine glasses too. But what I was really inspired by was this wine label. It looks kind of like a paint chip or color swatches, and it's really smart because what they do is they assign a color to a flavor, and then how much of the color on their label reflects how much of that flavor is in the wine. So not only is this a quality wine for wine lovers, it's also a great way for beginners to get into it and figure out what they're going to get before they order it, so they know if they're going to like the flavors and like the wine. It's very descriptive, and it's a really neat website they have. So that's drinkuproot.com. So without further ado, let's go to the table and I'll show you how to paint this. Here are the supplies we're going to use for the first step in this project. I have some titanium white, burnt umber, and yellow ochre acrylic paint on my palette, and I've already primed my masonite wine bottle topper with a couple coats of white gesso, and the pattern for that can be found at the Drunken Woodworker. My husband cut that out using a scroll saw. Then take a natural sea sponge, dip it in water, and wring out the excess. And you want to load up all those colors of paint on the sponge separately like that. Then when you dab it on the surface, you'll get that nice mottled look. You don't want all one color. You want it to kind of blend in between those three colors. By sponging it on, you're going to get really good coverage, so it's only going to take one coat. Make sure you get the edges and the circle in the middle and all those nooks and crannies covered really good. And you'll have to paint the back side as well. You could also paint another design on the back side if you want to. So if you get inspired, that's a really good option. Then let the entire thing dry. And now for the fun part. Take a #1 round brush and some burnt umber and draw a wiggly circle around your topper. Then you want to make a few stems going around the circle for points to stick our berries to. Nothing fancy, very easy stuff. Rinse off your brush and grab some thinned down magenta paint. You want to add water to the paint so that it's the consistency of cream. And then you're going to paint some curly cues. Make sure you hold your brush at a 90-degree angle from your surface, and you'll get a lot of control, and you'll get a nice fine point on that brush, and it will be really easy to do these. But you can practice on paper if you're worried about making a mistake. It'll make you a little more comfortable with the technique. The next thing you're going to need is a 1/4 inch angular brush and some turquoise paint. Go ahead and load it up, and again you're making a wavy circle, nothing fancy, all the way around your surface. And this is going to be a ribbon, so you want to make sure you let your brush kind of twist and turn so you get thick and thin spots. Then pick up a little bit of your titanium white paint, and you're going to add some white on all the bumps, and that's just making a highlight, and it's going to kind of make it shimmery looking, kind of like satin ribbon is. And then clean your brush off and blot it on a paper towel, and then you're just going to soften the edges where the edges of the white paint, so it kind of blends into the blue, so it just gives you a more realistic look. There you go, nice and easy. You can add a little more blue if you need to. Okay, the next part is probably my favorite part. I take a little bit of bright red paint, and what I'm using is a little tool that's from the rubber stamp section. It's just like a little ink applicator, but you can use a Q-tip or the end of a pencil eraser, a brand new pencil eraser. You're just going to pick up that red paint and stamp on those little berries as easy as pie. You could actually even use your pinky finger for this too. So go around, fill it in, put as many as you like. And it kind of gives it its own highlight. When you press it down there, you get a little light spot. Then rinse off the applicator in water and just keep wiping it on a paper towel until it comes clean. Now back to that tiny round brush and some white paint. You're just going to add little highlights in the middle of some of the berries. You don't have to do them all. It's just kind of gives you a little bit of a sparkle, and it makes it look nice and sharp. We're going to keep using that white paint to add some highlights on our ribbon as well. So just go ahead and put a little bit on top of anywhere you put the white paint, kind of right in the middle of the white areas. And then grab any clean dry brush you have, and you're just going to blend it out. So easy. This is just kind of a stubby round brush I'm using. But there, don't you love the look of that? And here is another version I did with a smaller ribbon, still the same technique, but just a little bit different of a look. And you'll want to follow that up with a clear sealer of your choice. I want to thank Uproot Wines for sponsoring today's video. You can find them online at drinkuproot.com. Don't forget the coupon FRUGAL to save 15% through December 31st. And don't forget to check out the wine glass tutorial so you can learn to make the wine glasses to go with this beautiful topper so you can make a beautiful holiday gift for somebody or yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Until next time, happy crafting.